why do you want to find it? Why are we like okay with reading about rape and anime and stuff, but we're not okay with it in real life?
Dare I say it's still considered an art form.
You're gonna get to a lot of people that draw and write hentai that see it as legitimate form of art that is separate from, you know, the typical yaoi, you know, hentai world. In the yaoi yuri world, they see this as a separate art form. Hentai is considered a separate art form from the rest of the manga and anime world. They see that as a completely separate art form. I would like to kind of briefly revisit that desensitization topic that we had last week, and, you know, Damali and I fought over on Facebook for, you know, a solid hour or so. Is it really okay just because it's in print? Have you ever considered what it's doing to your brain? I charge you guys to take a step back from some of those more mature things that you are reading briefly and see what it does to you. Because, of course, you don't think it affects you until something happens.
It's a form of drugs, kind of.
It is. And actually, if you watch a person reading hentai, dopamine receptors go off like they're schizophrenic. It's really, really creepy. The same thing happens when they play video games also. It's really, really creepy. It's like when people are reading these certain mangas, these dopamine receptors flash off, and for those of you who aren't bio people, look up dopamine. When I was in psychology in high school, dopamine, like dolphin, because dolphins are always happy. It works. So let's get off the terrible, horrible R word because I don't like talking about it. It makes me feel gross. So we talked about abuse, talked about the terrible, horrible R word. Oh, right. Let's talk about, briefly, courting processes. Who knows what courting means?
Like the period before two people may get married or enter a relationship, when they go out, get to know each other, spend time together, stuff like that.
Or as Americans call it, dating. Or dating.
Perfect.
I thought
Wooey.
courting was like if you were trying to. Like,
It's a little
marry
different.
them, like,
It depends on which translation you're using, because actually a more modern definition of courting would be dating. Now we're going like way back, then yes, courting is this huge.
Like Pride and Prejudice back.
Yeah, it's just like that. You're gonna make your senpai die on camera again, just letting you know. So courting technically is a little different, or as we know it more commonly as dating. What is an acceptable date in a manga or an anime?
And then amusement park.
Where do you even get lost at?
I'll walk in the woods.
A nice long stroll in the woods. Yes, that's always good.
You know, don't mind the backpack full of, you know, robe and, you know, roof and all. It's just to set the mood.
On your restaurant.
I think it's a restaurant for the amusement park. There's two there.
Or is it a restaurant, then a restaurant, then shopping?
And noodles, always ramen noodles.
Because they're open late and they're usually brown. Now, when we cite dating, we usually what? 1 and 1, right? Now what about 1 and maybe 1 or 2?
Reminds me of the
That's a crowd.
That's cheating! That's an affair!
Multiple couples group dating.
Why are you trying to make me think you're cheating?
Oh yeah, it's a woman who has never won.
Oh yeah, because it's fetal Japan.
Neither did Sangha Moroku. His courting was perving on her.
Hey, that is valid courting, damn it.
That's right.
That is valid courting.
you have my children.
That's valid. So, what do you think anime and manga stance is on cheating?
It's okay.
Love triangle.
Oh my god.
It's always like, and it's like, it's okay, like, who will you pick? You have to be this person, that person. It's all in
But is real life really that dramatic? Is real life a game of The Bachelor?
No.
I mean, so obviously, you know, I can never just be in one relationship. I have to have a guy or a girl on the side, so at the end of the series, I can dramatically choose one. Note to all you people in monogamous relationships, go hook up with someone else. Because you are not living until, you know, you've juggled 4 or 5 boyfriends and girlfriends respectively. Just letting you know, according to anime and manga, you are not doing it right. sure you don't have to shack up with 4 or 5 individuals simultaneously. What do you think perfection is on sex? And I guess, well, you've already been taken.
Once again, it's okay.
Whatever. Come on! This is not trying to be sheepish.
Lines up with love.
But is this always the case?
No.
Nope.
Especially in anime and manga.
Nope. It's like a forced thing.
Damn! It is usually very forced and awkward. Or we have very, very willing parties, like scarily willing parties.
Like Misa Misa.
Well, that wasn't always sexual, though. Always. Light screwed with a bunch of other women before he got to Misa. Which we'll talk about the Playboy mentality very, very soon. Oh, right.
Oh, Misa Misa was willing.
Well, even when she was willing to commit murder, which I was fine with. That's just endearing. By the way, is killing for your lover okay?
Of course, yes.
Obviously.
I find it okay.
Totally. I think it's perfectly fine. See, and the military man agrees.
As long as you can hide it.
Remember the number one rule of being a minority, it's only illegal if you get caught. Does sex always mean love?
No.
Does anime and manga want to tell you sex always means love?
Yes.
No! First of all, please do not be learning your sexual ways from that anime. You will become horribly disappointed with life. Because real people aren't that spectacular. By the way, the magic angle is you hit all 3 G-spots simultaneously.
TMI.
No, you're not. You better bring up the protractor the first time and find a way to make it bend. Figure it out. 47. Okay. Okay, so it's up and to the right. And that's what you learn when you're a senpai for example. So when you all become senpais, you get to learn obscure knowledge like this.
God mod.
I don't mind being Witahara. So let's talk about love triangles.
Oh boy. Or rectangles. There are rectangles.
Or as we had in my region, we had dodecagon.
So messed up.
How do you keep track of the person?
We actually drew a chart.
Oh, good.
And it was like a tournament style. We knock people off as we got closer to dating the guy. I won.
I think we're really best of a triangle. Usually there's like someone else on the side.
We'll talk about
Yeah, that's
that.
true. There's some random person who's like, hanging out.
So we have, I don't know, I'm not a misogynist, but we'll put our main female up here. We'll have our guy here. We'll have another guy here. Now, let's see how posse messed up we can make this. And this is all based on experiences I have seen in real anime. So, guy 1 and girl can go out. This can happen. Or this can happen. Or she can go off with some other individual who we don't know yet. Or this can go over here. This can go here. We don't know at this point who's going out with who. It's just this giant conglomeration of everyone having sex with everyone. Where have we seen this before?
Naruto.
I don't know what
Wow, what anime were you watching?
British copy you got a hold of.
Wasn't hard gimmick is like not as much.
Every girl under the sun.
Now, why is this only happening in Sojo?
Because it's drama. Maybe
Girls like drama.
Are females more into that than guys are?
That's what they want us to think.
Oh yeah.
Your misery makes them money. You feeling bad, because you always end up feeling bad for girl A.
Actually, sometimes I feel annoyed by the girl.
Okay, well sometimes. 99% of the time you at least, at one point in time, feel sorry for generic Sojo girl number 5. Because they're all carbon copies of the exact same person. Also, they are carbon copies from, guess who? Every girl now based in Sojo is a carbon copy of one archetypal female. You guys really don't know? Very good! Our very own Sailor Moon! No, every girl in Sojo is loosely based off of this blonde-haired bimbo.
Really?
Yes.
But you wanted to be
I
with
actually-
forever.
I find I feel more sorry for the guys. I don't know. The girls.
Let's talk about guys
The
for a
girls are
second.
always like dumb and like annoying. And I want to like throw things at them.
But yeah, you feel more sorry for the guy?
Yeah, well, one of the
But
guys.
isn't the guy the one that's most likely to instigate one of these triangles?
Well,
The girl never really instigates these things. And note that that's one of those female role things. Girls are usually portrayed as innocent, despite how many times they've cheated or have done unspeakable things. But
But I guess
Unless
maybe
unless
that's
it's seductress.
well, obviously it's Seductress Roland, obviously. But usually in Sojo, the girl's never going to be that. She'll try to, but she'll fail.
I guess the thing that annoys me is like how some of us are so like unaware of it happening, and they don't know what they're gonna do, and I'm like, okay, we need to have a better brain.
You can't make
Maybe it's just ones I've read. The girls always seem like they don't really have it together.
Because they don't. Why is
Exactly,
that?
they
Why is that?
don't. Maybe it's more entertaining. Maybe.
Partially.
Or it's true. Some parts
Makes it easier.
Yeah, that's a lot of things. Basically, and this science still continues. There's basically this whole gender progression thing where men are still convinced that women just are not able to do certain things, including rationalize on higher levels. And these things didn't really start getting debunked until honestly the 1960s, 1970s. So, yeah, girls, despite the world being more equal, it's still very unequal. And guys, honestly, it's not any better for you.
It's true.
A recent study came out. Though women are the ones that are more likely to be abused, male abuse is on the rise.
And also, I feel like for males, it's harder for them to like come forward and talk about it because the whole like I'm supposed to be macho and that.
So let's talk about the hardships in romance for males and females. So with girls, we have the strive to be innocent, right? Or the adverse, the strive to be that seductress. Get the dyslexic to spell things. What else do we have with girls? I mean, you guys are running Sojo.
Be strong, show that they're stronger.
Indecisive.
Stubborn.
I don't want to just say plain out dumb, but
Slut cake. Hey, you have not seen the slut dessert cart, have you? There's my friends and I in high school met the whore dessert tray. So you get a dessert cart wheeled out. So there's hoe cakes, hoe tarts, hoe muffins, hoe pie, hoe gelato, and then at the very top was hoe baked Alaska.
wow, interesting.
So at the very, very top, you have this baked, flaming amount of dessert that is going to give you syphilis, probably.
Oh, what about like obsessiveness? Some of them are like obsessive and like what's the other word? Manipulative. Well, that's normally like.
But I say girls.
No, what
Women
the
fighting
girls that,
against another girl.
You know the girl that wants to get the other girl, or like she's jealous. There's always that like.
Psycho?
Psycho. There you go. It's a psycho. Girl.
Hot-headed, violent,
In girls?
Yes. You remember like in Peach Girl, like.
Yeah, like,
Come on, she's crazy, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's some of these guys facing?
they're always
That's true.
obsessed with, like,
But I guess
the-
maybe like not the
Chinese.
main.
Prove they're strong.
But the only problem with some of that is that some of the guys actually like that. So really,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're stupid enough to like.
Hey, it's not stupid.
it's
We're
called
gonna get down to the reason.
it's
why
a
not
fetish.
always
It's not
stupid.
stupidity.
Sometimes it's just
We're
like.
gonna get down to the reason why we like these things. Honestly, it's stupid and biological. So what are men doing?
usually
saying-
in some kind of position of power.
That's true.
And like
They're not manipulative.
the protective part of it, like wanting to be like, well, I guess this goes with strength, like the protective part where they want to.
Somehow manipulative, possessive.
Protective, yeah.
In what sense? Because we usually have the word possession.
They want to be in control of the situation.
A
They wanna
possessive
monopolize
support.
it.
You hit a very key note there, and that's control. Now, control is an interesting thing in a relationship. Now, you know what they say, if you cage a butterfly, guess what? It's not going to fly. But if you let it go, then it's going to fly away. So how do you keep the butterfly?
You're just like,
Keep it on the tail of his wing.
Actually, you just tether it with a rock and make it suffer quietly.
That's horrible.
But that's the average mentality in a relationship, is I will make you love me to an extent that you will not be able to leave me. Which is quoted from an anime, by the way. Creepy, huh? Dude, they have things like that in basically any sojo that you will read, is some guy saying some very, very creepy, over-possessive thing. That's like, oh, that's adorable. One of the most backwards comments I ever got when I was dating my last boyfriend. That's just like Yuki and Suichi. That's cute. Wait just a damn minute. That's not a compliment.
It's a dead